Vaseline or whatever. That's good for your body, but for your face is more delicate. You can't just put on what you want on your face. You need to use products that are gonna benefit your skin. So what I'm using is a MAC Studio Moisture Fix with an SPF of 15. It's really hydrating but light. You don't have to put too much on. Well, it all depends on what your skin's like. If you have an oily skin tone, you go for oil-free moisturizer. If you have a dry skin, you go for one with a little bit more moisture to it. But I'm just gonna use a light one because Kim's skin, it's not too bad. It's not too dry, it's not oily. Really nice, I'd say more combination skin, so we're just using a little bit. Put a little bit more on there. And again, you want just enough whereas your skin feels hydrated, but it doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel greasy with it. And then the last thing I'm going to use is I'm going to use a primer. A lot of people probably don't use primer because they don't know what it is, they don't feel they need to use it. Primer is basically that skin protection. It stops your foundation from absorbing into your skin, which can cause imperfections on the skin. It also keeps your makeup on longer, keeps the makeup looking fresh, and just again helps you get the best benefit from using the foundation. So what I'm going to use Natural Radiance. This is a MAC product again. It's a prep and prime product, and again this is going to add a really nice radiance to the skin. This one was actually brought out for black skin because we do one, but it's got like a white pigment to it, whereas this one is gold, so it works better on black skin because there was a gap in the market for it, so we needed to bring that out. Okay, so again, don't need a lot. Just going to warm that up, palm of my hands, and basically just apply that where we applied the moisturizer. So this is basically just going to hold your makeup on the skin, because you don't want to spend ages doing your makeup in the morning, have it all done, and then by lunchtime it's gone. You ain't got time for that. Okay, and then we're going to use a little bit of lip balm. You can use eye cream if you want. Depends on you really. I normally just use eye cream at night time when I'm going to sleep, just because your skin repairs itself while you're sleeping. I don't feel like I need it in the day, but you can. Again, your lips are just as important when it comes to prepping your skin for makeup. You don't want to have your skin looking amazing and your lips dry. It's not good look. So that's basically step one. That's probably the most important part of makeup application, yeah? Second part, foundation. Now, foundation is hard to get because you have about 2 to 3 colors a year. You have your normal tone, and then you have your winter tone where you may go lighter, and then you have your summer tone when you go darker. So I always say, if you're going to buy a foundation, don't just pick it up off the shelf. You need to come in, you need to get it tested. You need to make sure it suits you for what season your skin's in. Do you know what I mean? So when you go into a department store and you're looking at foundations, first thing you want to do is you want to look at the tones of your natural skin. You need to know the tones of your natural skin. You either have a yellow tone or you have more of a red tone. So there's foundations that cater to that. I'm going to show you two different ones. So this one, as you can see, is more yellow. This one is more red. Looking at Kim's skin, her natural undertones are more yellow. So I don't want to put anything red on her skin. So I'm going to go for this one, the lighter one. But again, just me looking at it, I still need to test. I still need to make sure that it blends in, it looks right, it matches her neck as well as the rest of her body, because it's not going to look nice if basically we make her face one colour and her body a different colour. It just won't work. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of the foundation with a foundation brush. I'm just going to swatch it just on her jawline, and basically I'm looking for it to blend. I don't want to see where it starts. I want it to give really, really nice fresh coverage. I don't want to mask her skin neither. I want it to look like her. And as you can see, that foundation is disappearing perfectly on her skin. Now when it comes to foundation, I say brushes are a must. If you want that professional finish, brushes just make things 10 times better for you, give you that professional finish. And they also control how much you put on, because I find when you use your fingers, you just rub it in like moisturizer and then it disappears on your face and you add more and more and then you just waste your product. And then when you're using a sponge, especially with liquids, it absorbs as you're putting it on, so again you're wasting your product. So just apply it really, really lightly. As you can see, I'm really not using a lot. You really only need to put your foundation where you need it. You don't need to overdo it if you don't need it. Like, you've got really good skin, so I don't have to go too deep. How's that? Yeah? So the main purpose of foundation is to give even coverage, look like yourself, but a little bit more flawless. You should never try and lighten your skin or darken your skin with your foundation, because you can't fix it. Like, your makeup will look off from the start and there's no going back from it. So always go for your skin tone. Also, never just buy what your friend wears, because you and your friend are not the same, which I get all the time. A lot of people just come in and say, I want this, my friend uses this, and when I ask them why they want that, their skin doesn't match what the features of what the foundation does for them. So you should always come in and check your own tones. You can probably apply a little bit more, you know, if you've got like any blemishes or anything like that, just apply a little bit more on those areas. So that's your basic foundation. What I'm going to add now is I'm going to add a concealer. Now, concealers are amazing at basically brightening up the skin tone. A lot of people do have dark areas on the face, like under their eye, on their forehead, around their mouth. So concealer is amazing at basically just evening out skin tone. So again, I think I'm going to use an NC 50. Okay, so what your concealer does, it basically brings your under eye area back to the same colour as the rest of the face. So again, everything looks nice and even, and a really good natural tone on the skin. So it gets rid of like any redness, any kind of purple tone that some people have as well. Okay, just have a quick look at that. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now you can actually go a lot lighter if you wanted to. If you want that, a lot of people want that Kim K look. You can go, this is your natural skin tone concealer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go 1 shade lighter. A lot of people go 2 shades lighter, but it just makes it harder for yourself because you've got to blend that back in and do bare madness. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1 shade lighter on the other side, just to show you the difference. And again, you just apply it the same way, but you have to take a little bit more time in blending it because obviously it's 1 shade lighter than your natural skin tone. And this is basically if you want that lift under the eye, you want that brightness under the eye. Okay, have a look at the two.
I like that one better.
Yeah? You like that brightness under the eye? Yeah. But it still looks natural, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah? Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take off, well, we'll add to this one, we'll add the lighter tone to this one, yeah? The closer you go to the lash line, the biggest effect you get, the higher lift you get. And just basically blend that down. Go right in the corner where the nose is. There tends to be a lot of shadow there. And then just blend the concealer into the rest of the skin. A little bit of a tap. Just blend that in. So much more wake on that side, isn't it? Yep. And then all we need to do, just to finish off skin, is we need to finish off with a little bit of powder. And that's just going to set it. Again, it's all about keeping your makeup on. So whatever you can do to help that is good. What I'm doing now is I'm just kind of taking a little bit of the concealer and just going over like any blemishes that are coming through the foundation, just so I can get that flawless look. Then we're going to use a little bit of powder. I'm going to use a dark powder. It's a mineralized powder. The reason why I love it is because it doesn't make you look like you've got a lot of product on your skin. It doesn't make you look heavy. It's a mineralized powder, so it's got a natural oil in there, so it gives you a silk finish on the skin. So I'm just going to use that because I'm all about that, keeping that radiance in the skin. I like your skin to look fresh, and I like you to look like you just come off holiday and your skin's beaming. Do you know what I mean? I hate that matte look because it can sometimes age you if you don't need it. Do you know what I mean? So again, today's all about keeping it fresh. So just a little bit of this. So most people find that they get oily down the T-zone, so concentrate on there first. So just lightly dust it over the forehead, and then you're going to take that down the nose and down to your chin. So that is your T-zone. And then what you can do with that is you can basically just lightly dust it over the rest of the skin. And again, what we're doing is we're just setting the makeup, which is going to help it to last longer.
Looks natural.
Yeah?
Yeah, it does. Blends in with my skin and my neck as well.
Yeah.
It's not like I've got like a mask.
Yeah, you don't want that line on the face.
No,
That orange
I hate
line is not
seeing-
cute. And your friends don't tell you.
Exactly. Don't call them friends.
Not friends of yours. So that is basic perfect skin. That's how you get flawless skin. So what I'm going to do now is I'm basically going to show you how to do that contour that everyone's been talking about. It's really, really simple. You don't have to use a specific product. You just have to use something that's darker than your skin tone. So today I'm going to use a darker shade blusher to do it. And what you want to do, it all depends on what you want to contour, because some people contour their cheekbones, some people contour their nose. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do all that actually, just so everyone can see. Now what contouring actually does, it makes your face slimmer. For people that don't know, it makes it slimmer, makes it look more defined. So we're going to do that today, and I'm going to start off with the cheeks. Now, to find your natural contour, you can feel it. You feel your face and see where your cheeks are. You can feel where it starts to push in. You can feel that ridge. That's where your contour is going to be, yeah? So, as you can see, I'm just pushing up to see where that cheekbone goes in. So I'm going to do the contour there, yeah? So just using a darker blusher colour. You can actually use eyeshadow, you can use a darker concealer, you can use a darker foundation, depends how you feel. If you want it more powdery, if you want it more of a creamy effect, you can use anything you want. So what I'm going to do, using an angled brush, basically just place that darker tone in that slight groove of the cheek and basically just blend that down. Now you can have it really, really soft, or you can have it quite sharp. It depends on how you feel and what look you're going for. So you can see where that contour is coming into place. Yeah? So what we need to do is we've placed it, we've put the product where we want it, we just need to blend it down now so it looks a little bit more natural. So you just take your time with your brush and buff that colour. You can take it slightly higher towards the temple if you want. And just blend that down. Look at that. How's that?
It looks skinny on that.
What's that? Anorexic, innit? Yeah? Looking straight on, you can definitely see that natural contour. Yeah? So we're just going to do the other side. Again, when you're picking up products, what you want to do is you want to pick it up and you want to apply it off. You don't want to start off with too much product from the start because it's harder to blend down. It just takes ages to get that consistency right. So again, I'm just pushing that colour under that natural cheekbone and I'm just blending it down. So start off with a defined line and don't bring it too far forward. If you're taking it here, you've gone too far. You basically just want to kind of stop, kind of parallel to where the eye starts, and then just blend that down. And like I said, you can take it up to the temple if you want. Okay, how's that look? Yeah? I can see you're liking it, look at your face. So you can have that contour without going too extreme because you don't want to look like Michael Jackson.
I'm not what we're going for today.
No, I'm not putting my name on that, I'll tell you that. Yeah? So that's step one. Contouring the nose, again, depends on how slim you want your nose to look, but remember you need to do it in a natural way. You can't go from your nose being that big to that big. It's not going to look right. So what we want to do is we want to use a flat brush again, using that same colour. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to look at the natural shape of the nose and basically really, really gently just push that darker colour in a straight line down the side of the nose. And then blend that colour down towards the face. Again, with makeup, it's all about blending. You want your makeup to look seamless. You don't want it to, people to be like, oh, I like where your concealer stops. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not good. Okay. So we're going to lightly do that on the other side. So this is just a starting point. A lot of people will do the light first, but I prefer to put in the dark areas first. I think it looks more natural and you can control it a little bit more. Yeah? So we've done our shading. So now what I'm going to do, especially with the nose, is I'm going to use a concealer to add that lightness. I'm going to use that 2 shades lighter concealer that we used before. This one here. And basically what you do is you're going to take it down the bridge of the nose and make sure that you blend that down. Sometimes fingers are really good at helping you just blend because they take away, you know, like if you've got any like stroke marks or anything like that, you just press that down. So that's how we're going to contour the nose. To contour the face, we're going to use, I like to do it with a shimmer actually. So I'm going to use a Bobbi Brown shimmer brick first. And this is basically going to go on the high points of the cheek. Using the same brush, what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to press it like that on the high points of the cheek and then just blend that down. Because it's a shimmer, it basically bounces light away from the face. Which really helps your skin to look really, really fresh, luminous. Really shapes the face, gives your face extra dimensions. So really, really natural, yeah?
Yeah.
You can see that lift on the skin, can't you? You can also use with the shimmer, but you can see you've got a white area at the top. You can concentrate your brush over that area and again just press that on. So you can see that contour when you're just naturally looking at yourself. You don't want your contour to be screaming from across the road. It's not cute. You want it to look as natural as possible. And now you've got an option. So you've done your contour. Now we can add colour to the face. So that's your blusher colours. Again, go for colours that complement your skin tone. If you have a really warm skin, don't go for pastel colours and stuff like that that are going to make your skin look ashy. Go for colours that have got like a little bit of a brown tone to it. Like even if you have a pink, you can have a brown tone pink and stuff like that. Okay, have a look at your contour. Turn this way for me.
Slimmer face.
Yeah, see?
Slimmer nose.
Got it going on, yeah. You can take a little bit of that shimmer as well. Take it down the nose if you want to. Depends on how you're feeling on the day though. Don't have to do it every day. Depends on what girl you want to be. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to add a colour. Now you like a lot of colour on your cheeks, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah? So because we've done this natural contour, so you've got the browns blended into your gold shimmer, you can go for your brighter tones because they will blend quite well because their base is ready for them. So I'm going to use this colour here. It's like a corally pink. And again, really, really light. Notice I'm using the same brush. You don't need 1,000,001 brushes. Use the same thing. You just have to wash them a bit more. Anyway. Okay. So again, there's different ways to put on your blusher. You can smile and apply it to the apple of the cheek and blend towards the ear. Or again, because we want to make your face look slimmer, you can put it on the same way that you did your contour colour. So again, I'd press it here. Like that. So you put it on like that and then you would blend, yeah? So notice I put it on with the brush and then I'm brushing, taking the excess off my brush so that I can basically blend that down. Okay. And when it comes to makeup application, it is all about your tools. Your tools make the difference. Your tools make it easier for you to get that perfect application. How's that?
Very light.
Yeah. It's there, but it's not there. It basically complements her face. It brings out a natural beauty, and that's what you want to do. Okay, so again, we're basically going to press it on to the skin. A bit more on this side. And then I'm going to clean off my brush and blend that down. You notice how I do like a downward stroke, that just basically just helps everything blend in together. It's really, really soft. I mean, how's the brush feel on your skin?
It feels okay. It's really soft.
Yeah.
It's not a harsh.
You don't want anything too rough because that's
Yeah.
going to reflect in how your makeup looks. Your makeup will look more patchy and stuff like that. And it will show that you're putting too much pressure on your face, which again is going to cause irritation. Your skin's going to start getting spots and bumps and stuff like that. Okay, how's that?
Yeah. It's very natural. It just seems like I just have a bit of brightness on my cheeks.
Yeah, yeah, that's what you want. You want
Yeah.
people to be saying, What are you eating? What skincare are you using? Not, is that MAC? Yeah, I'm going to get that. Do you know what I mean? You don't want that. You want people to be like, your skin's amazing, and you can just tell them later that you use like 1,000,001 things. Okay, so that's your cheek colour, and that's a natural contour. So when it comes to the face, it has to balance out. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a natural lip on Kim, because we're going to do more of maybe a smoky eye. We're going to do more on her eyes today. So when it comes to the face, your cheeks and your lips are best friends. You always kind of want to make sure that they kind of blend together, like the tones work together. So I'm just using a Pepper Brown palette at the minute, and I love these lipsticks because they're all brown tones, so they work really, really well on all lips, to be fair, especially if you want to do that natural look on the lips. You can use this. And again, keeping it fresh. You want something that's there and that's going to complement your skin. You don't want anything that's going to clash and make you look like a clown. Looking at that, she looks beautiful. She, like, if you wanted to go to work now, all you needed to do is maybe do your eyebrows and put on your mascara and you're good to go. Yeah? So what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the eyes. Yeah? So I'm going to start with your eyebrows. I'm going to show you, again, that defined contour brow that everyone is talking about. Yeah?
I can never do.
You're gonna learn today. Okay, so what I'm gonna use, I'm gonna use a spiked crayon. This is a MAC product again. And the reason why I love it is because the nib is so small, so you can imitate hair. You can basically get right in there and draw that line that you want. So the tip with this is what we're gonna use with this. We're gonna use the eyebrow crayon. We're gonna use a clean mascara wand to make it look more natural, and we're gonna use a little bit of concealer just to add a little bit more definition. So first thing you want to do is you want to look at your natural brow. Now you've got perfect shapes anyway, your shape's amazing. You've got enough hair there, so all I want to do is just fill in any gaps. So what you do with your clean mascara wand is you brush the hairs up, because then you'll see where your gaps are. Okay? And then with your eyebrow crayon, what you want to do is you want to, again, do tiny little strokes, because what you want to do is you want to imitate hair. You want it to look as natural as possible. You just follow the natural shape of the brow. So we're only going to do this at the start because I'm basically showing this really defined brow that everyone has been screaming about. So blend it at the front with your eyebrow crayon, and then what we're going to do is along the natural shape of the brow, and we're just going to follow that, just really adding that colour.
Hi ladies.
Hi.
How's it going? What's going on over here?
Well, we've basically we've gone through the whole thing. We've looked at skincare, we've looked at foundation, we've moved on to contouring and highlighting on the skin in a natural way. We've added colour to the cheek.
I can see that.
Can you see that contour?
I
Yeah?
can. Oh, contour. I like that word, contour.
It's what everyone's raving about. It's what everyone wants. Everyone wants that slim face.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I've lost a bit of weight, you can tell.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Size 0, baby.
Me too.
Not quite 0 yet.
Bit more contouring.
Okay, so you're just working on her eyebrows.
So
now
yeah,
and-
what we're doing now, we're doing the brows. This is basically, brows are a very big trend at the minute. It went from the Scouse brow.
Yeah.
Scouse brow. What's the Scouse brow? I'm
Where
new
it's
to all
like
this.
thick, black.
Yeah.
Thick, like.
Oops, sorry, honey. Where basically your brow is the most dominant part of your makeup.
Stands out more than everything else.
Is that the thick, build me a house?
Yeah. Brow.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Have it in
Build
your
me a
random
house.
ways.
Okay.
But I like it when it's light. Like, you can look at Rachel's, hers is like dead light.
Yeah, I
Hers
like
looks
that.
more natural.
That blend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we've done is I've basically filled in her natural brow. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I get that blend. I will basically use a eyeshadow brush. Let's use this one, it's a bit more blue. And at the start of the eyebrow, what you want to do is you just want to blend that out. Because you want that effect of it going from light blended into dark. Yeah? So because we've blended that, we're going to make this part just a little bit darker. And I always say use dark brown as opposed to using black. Black's very harsh, even if you do have black eyebrows. Dark brown's enough. The next part that basically makes that difference is the concealer. So again, I'm going to use Bobbi Brown concealer. I'm going to use a lighter tone. But what we're going to do is we're going to blend again. I don't want to see that line. I don't want to see where we've put it. It's not nice. Like, everyone just puts it on and it just looks horrible. So what we're going to use is we're going to use a flat brush. You can use any brush, anything with like a flat edge. You can use something like that, or you can use that. That's my favourite.
I guess you're getting more neater with that one, aren't you?
Yeah.
Easier.
And basically think of this as a razor. Basically what you want to do is this is going to help just to erase any part of the brow that you don't want. So some people have like them random flyaway hairs that are just growing through. This basically helps to cover that, and you get that really defined eyebrow that looks like it's just been shaped. So what you do is with your flat brush, you go right under the brow. Like that, and we're going to follow it
Oh, I can see that
all the way
already.
around. Like that. Yeah?
Wow, you can see the difference
See the difference already? Yeah. But how weird does it look having that white line?
I know.
Looks weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we need to blend. Yeah? But before I do that, I'm going to go on top. So again. I'm basically just getting rid of anything that looks like a little bit smudged. Not as defined. Because everyone loves that I've just had my eyebrows done feeling.
Yeah, oh, it feels great as well.
It is amazing. So if you want to kind of get that look without having to pay the extra money every time to get them shaped, this is a good way. I know, teeth.
We just come to Rachy Activity.
Yeah.
Creativity.
Pick up this little tip. You don't have to go selling so much. See that shape coming out?
Pretty
Wow.
good.
Yeah? In comparison to the other
To
side.
the other side.
Yeah, but doing it yourself now, that's a challenge, isn't it?
Practice
makes perfect.
makes perfect. And again, what we're going to do is we're going to blend that down. Like I said, I do not want to see where that concealer has been. Now, when it comes to brows do not grow the same. So don't spend all day trying to get them identical. They're sisters, they're not twins. Probably heard that a lot of times, but it makes sense. They don't grow the same, so don't try and make them exactly the same. You just want them to look similar, yeah? So you want them to look related, yeah? Okay, so again, what we're gonna do, really, really small brush strokes. And what you wanna do as well is, you wanna follow the natural direction that your hairs are growing. That keeps it really, really natural.
How do you feel, Kim?
That's a hard question, you know. I feel like many. A little bit of Nicki Minaj, a little bit of Kim Kardashian, a little bit of Kimon, you know, a little bit of Barbie, Black Barbie. I feel like a lot of people right now. There's a lot going on for me right now. There's a lot going on for me.
Do you feel good?
I feel amazing.
Do you feel fabulous?
Conquer the world with this beauty.
We're going to conquer the world. You look amazing. I'm
But
looking forward
natural,
to the-
natural. The natural look. I don't look too fake like
No.
a dolly. Do you know what I
No.
mean? Yeah.
the makeup that we all need.
Yeah.
Yeah, your basic makeup, this is what you need. I mean, everyone can be that dolly on a weekend, but being that dolly every day.
No, there's
No.
times when we need to
It
tone
fades
it
out
down.
after a while.
Yeah. Especially if you're trying to get employed. So a lot of people now will do a brow highlight. I'm gonna use the same highlighter that we used to contour your cheeks under the brow. I'm gonna use the white colour using a rounded pencil brush. Basically gonna push the shimmer just on the brow bone. You don't have to take it all under there. That's what most people do. You want to lift the outer corner of the eye. You don't want to look surprised like that.
Sounds like blending's the main thing.
Blending is the holy grail when it comes to makeup. A lot of people don't know how to blend. It makes a difference. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
You have to blend. So we're just adding that highlight to the brow bone. And the trick is not to go for anything that's too pale, so don't go for like a silver glitter. Okay, it's gonna look too much, and it's a little bit dated, that look as well, when you go too bright under the eyebrow. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to do a basic smoky eye. I'm gonna show you that you don't need 1,000,001 products. You can do a smoky eye with maybe 2 products. I'm gonna use a black pencil and a black eyeshadow. Yes. So I'm gonna use Feline Kohl PowerPoint pencil. Again, this is the blackest pencil that MAC do. It's like that cat eye black, so you know it's black. So what I'm gonna do is basically I'm gonna colour in, close your eyes for me. I'm gonna colour in the lid. Like that. I know you're probably thinking, what are you doing? But I'm going to show you how effective it is. So colour in your lid with your black pencil, right? Step 1. Then what we're going to do is we're going to blend using a black eyeshadow. So I'm going to use a blending brush. I'm using Carbon. Again, this is a MAC eyeshadow. And basically what you do on the lid, in a really, really nice circular motion, you just blend out them edges. It just softens up that colour on the lid. You get that smoky effect. Because the smoky eye, it's all about the texture. And as you can see, I'm just gently buffing it out. And because the pencil is so smooth, it doesn't drag on the eye. It blends really, really well. You can do this with like a brown. It doesn't have to be black. But I wanted to do a black because I wanted to show you how to do this. Is probably one of the most desired eye looks. So I wanted to show you how to do it. Okay, just open your eyes for me. You see the way I'm blending it out? Yeah? So basically you just keep blending until you're happy. And then you can take as well a little bit of, you know, the face powder that I used at the beginning. Take a little bit of that and blend out with that as well. Just blend it on that socket line. And you notice again I'm using the same brush. I'm not a fan of having 1,000,000 brushes, even though it looks like I've got loads. I don't. In my personal kit, I don't use a lot of brushes. Okay, open for me. So you can see that smoke coming out now, can't you?
Yeah,
yeah?
Definitely.
Okay. And what I love to use as well is sometimes I'll use like a cotton bud as well, or like a really soft brush, and you can sometimes kind of bring down those edges. How's that?
I thought you would do at least 3 different colours.
No. Just 2 products because the Feline is black enough, and I'm basically using the black eyeshadow to blend, and I'm using your skin tone powder just to soften the edges. That's all you need. And then you can use that same pencil to line the eyes if you want it to stand out a lot more. But this is just one type of smoky How long did that take?
No.
Like 2 minutes to do,
I'm
didn't it?
upset because I just thought I had to buy like 4 different colours.
No, not at all. Not at all. And what you can do, remember you said to me you like it when it's lighter, just a little bit there.
Yeah.
Again, we're going to use that shimmer. Again, it's about having products that you can use for more than one thing.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be carrying 10 million things, and it's very expensive to have so many different things. I'm just going to use that pencil brush again. I'm basically going to add a colour right here and just blend that down. Okay, take some of that off my brush and blend it in. Then take my fluff brush again and soften the edge. So what we're going to do just to kind of finish this look off and make it pop is we're going to add a lash. Again, natural lash. Now with Kim has got a curly lash. So I know a lot of people that have a natural curly lash find it hard to put on individual lashes. Sorry, put on strip lashes because your eyelashes fight the lashes away. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to show you the best way to put them on. It is a struggle, but you do have to practice. Sometimes I find it hard, like I'll be there all day, but just practice, you will get it. Now the trick is to basically, you can either use the glue that comes with your eyelashes, or you can use, a lot of people tend to use bonding glue, which is for your hair. I personally don't have a problem with it, I do it, but if you're going to use it, you need to kind of be careful with it. You need to know that you're not allergic to it. If you start getting irritation on your eye and stuff like that, you need to stop using it, and try and not get it in the eye. You kind of just want it just slightly above the lash line, so it doesn't again rip out your lashes and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of glue that's provided with these eyelashes. Now the best thing for you to do is to put the lashes on the glue and let it dry slightly. So I'm just going to use, again I'm going to use the end of this mascara wand. Okay, so you apply it to the lash, put quite a bit on as well. Make sure you've got enough on the edges because they're the one thing that tends to pop up. Okay, so put that on the lash and leave it. Do the other side while you let that one dry a little bit. I mean, to be fair, this isn't the best glue. The glue that comes with the eyelashes, it's not the best glue. I'd say if you can invest in a good adhesive, do so. Okay, so it's pretty much covered, isn't it? So what you want to do is you want to kind of wait for it to start going clear, which you can see on that one. You can see the edges there going a little bit clear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add again a little bit of glue to it. It's sticking to me. Get off me, man. Okay. Add a little bit more glue because it's gone tacky now. So it should really just stick to the eye. Okay, so the best way to do it is hold it between your thumb and your forefinger, and especially with a curly lash, what you need to do is you need to insert it. So kind of, let's have a look, kind of push it in at an angle, try and get it as close to the lash line as possible. And what you want to do is you don't have to stick it all on at the same time. As you can see, there's a little bit floating. As long as one part is stuck on and is secure, then you can pull the other side down towards the eye, and that should help you to have a little bit more control and get that on perfect. Your eyes weren't that bad actually. I thought it was going to be a struggle, but it's not. Okay. And you should feel that securely on the eye. Open your eyes for me. How's that feel?
It's fine.
Yeah? And that glue should dry clear. So don't worry if you can see the white glue, it will dry. Okay. Just make sure you secure them edges because the edges do tend to flick up first. Open for me. Okay? How's that?
Yeah, very natural.
Yeah.
You can't even tell I've got them all.
You can't, can you? So again, we've let the other one dry slightly. We're going to add a little bit more glue. So this is double application. So basically what you want to do from here is you want to just finish up with a little bit of mascara. So you can use the mascara to basically blend your eyelashes into the eyelash extensions. So what you want to do is just look up for me. Yep, so I can do the bottom lashes. And I'm not going to put too much on the false lashes. Oh, it'd be great if it didn't like flake off. Okay, so I'm glad it did that actually, because I'm going to show you how to repair it. Basically what you want to do is just take a little bit of glue, because that will happen, it does happen. Just take a little bit of glue. If you want to look towards your knees for me, just basically reapply the glue like that. Let it dry a second, and then it should just stick right back down. Yeah, so if your eyelashes ever just ping up, don't panic, just get a little bit more glue, open for me, and stick that right down. Yeah? Okay, and then we just press a little bit of mascara on. This is basically to blend your natural eyelashes into the eyelash extensions. And that's it, and then a little bit at the bottom. Okay, and that's it. And that's basically what you need to know. So how to get flawless skin, how to get that flawless contour, choosing colours that match your natural skin tone, making your eyes stand out, and basically going for that flawless, effortless look. And that's what I wanted to teach you today. I'm glad you know. This has been me, Rachel Mason, aka Rachy Creative. Find me on Facebook at Rachy_Creativity, or you can find me on Instagram at Rachy Creative, and I'm on Twitter as Rachy Creative, funny enough. It's been fun. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye.
It's on display. Don't be scared.